Frizz and Gemz, and we back in the spot. Other podcasts, beware, we taking your spot. The way we sound on the mic is definitely hot. Stadium seats, we on fleek, you can like it or not. A podcast, stadium seats, the stadium pack. We got the live broadcast and we bringing the facts. See the tailgate crazy, the fans they amaze me. Salute to all the fans who've been rocking with us lately. Each week, stadium seats, here we go. Number one show, that's us, let them know. So when we go live, the magic begin. Box seats, the box office, we call that a win. No secret, sports mania that's always within. Frizz and Gemz, history, let the show begin. Love.
Stadium Seats with Frizz, Gemz, and Tay. We're here. We are the best podcast in the world.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit us up at Seat Stadium on our Twitter and Stadium Seats Podcast at gmail.com. Email us your questions. We'll shout you out on the show. We'll talk about what the fans want to talk about. What's going on tonight, y'all? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Great for a Monday, considering.
Shout out to Tay. Shout out to Tay Tay. She made it. That's like
I made it today, and you know what? I stayed up late last night, but I'm here. Tired as hell, but I'm here.
Good. Let's get it.
All right. That's what's up. Hey, so a lot of action in the NFL yesterday. A lot of teams that surprised us, definitely. Mm-hmm. So on tap for our first news and notes of the night, what do we got, Tay?
Let's talk about the Cowboys. You know, the season just started, but they're not doing very well. They started off okay, and they're not doing very well considering their recent losses. Could they be nearing the end of the season despite the fact that it just started?
No, I'll go first.
Go, Gemz.
Yeah.
Don't jump out too quick on that one.
Yeah, no, I don't think that the season's over with. I think the season's just beginning. They got a big game next week against Philadelphia. The head coach of Philadelphia came out with a guaranteed win, so that's probably going to fuel the Cowboys' fire.
I saw that.
You know, so the Cowboys yesterday, this is the NFL. They played the Jets. One of the reasons why they lost, Sam Darnold, right? He came back from his injury. They're up there in New Jersey, and he started scorching, the Cowboys defense. A lot of holes in that defense over there. But the Cowboys, they just started out slow. I think they just thought they was going to come into New Jersey and just get a win over the Jets, but it just didn't happen. But you'll see a different Cowboys next week against the Philadelphia Eagles. You could bet that.
Okay. Can I weigh in on that?
Go right in.
Sure.
Hey, I think this could be the end for Dallas. I definitely think that there has to be a coaching change there. Garrett, you're horrible. I don't think with all the talent that you have there, I don't think that you should be even coaching on an NFL sideline. I definitely think the Eagles will beat the Cowboys next week on Sunday night. I definitely think the Vikings will beat the Cowboys again on a Sunday night. And I definitely think the Lions are going to take it to them. And then they got the Patriots. So I think they're going to lose 3 out of their next 4.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule coming up for them. Yeah. I don't know. As much as I want to be hopeful for the Cowboys fan base, it didn't look too good.
Listen, Amari Cooper's going to be playing next week, and we'll see. I think that Cowboys going to pull this one off.
Yeah, but it's not that. They couldn't even block the Jets' defense. Give and take, the Jets have a very good defense. They have some great safeties. They got a good defensive pass rush. They got a good linebacking squad, but they couldn't block. I mean, Williams, the DC over there, he knows what he's doing. He knew that they had an undrafted rookie free agent at right tackle starting, and he hit it up from that outside, and he brought him from everywhere, especially on that extra point. But
yeah, well, this is the third straight week in a row that the Cowboys came out to a slow start offensively. If they get a jump, if they get a jump in their offensive game, starting off quick, this game doesn't go like that. But this is the third straight week offensively that they struggle. So it's going to turn around. I think next week is the perfect time to turn it around, against, their rival.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Gemz, you think the Cowboys are okay. Me and Tay, we're shooting down the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, sorry, Cowboys.
And then, we'll see what happens. Moving on to our next topic, very surprising topic. What do we got?
San Francisco 49ers, they continue on a win streak. They're now 5-0 and one of the 2 undefeated teams in the NFL. Is this team for real?
Well, I'll go on that real quick tomorrow. Panthers are their next game. Okay. And I think that, the Redskins are their next game. They're definitely going to win that one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They're going to beat the Panthers probably. They're going to beat the Cardinals. The Seahawks will be a tough game. So I think that the hype is real. They got a good running game. They got a good defense. They got an electrifying quarterback. He's doing his thing. They were bagged up a little bit this week on defensive side, but they still did their thing. Yeah, the argument can be made. Who have they played? They haven't really played any winning teams, really. The Rams, do we consider the Rams a winning team?
Well, they still took the win.
I mean, they're a pretty good team. The Rams are a pretty good team. I can't say that. Listen, in the NFL this year, there's a lot of teams that have a bad record that are better than what their records say. So I just think that the Rams are better than what the record is right now. But you got to, top your hat off to the 49ers there. Their defense, that pass rush, they're only rushing 4 and they're getting to the quarterback. So if they can only rush 4 and they're getting to the quarterback, that's just going to open up a lot of opportunity on the defensive side. A lot of 3 and outs and having that offense on the field there so Jimmy G could do what he needs to do. So shout out to the 49ers, though. But they have been playing good teams. You know what? I still think the Pittsburgh Steelers is a good team, but look at their schedule. Not their schedule, but look at their record.
It could be argued.
So it's like we can't judge it. Yeah, we can't judge it off just off the record.
So they're with New England, 5-0. You know what I mean? They're a good team.
Right. Yeah.
Right now, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
And if I was a Niners fan, I'd be pretty proud right now. Shout out to the 49ers going undefeated right now. Shout out to the Patriots too. Unfortunately, they're still undefeated. What do we got next, hey?
Gemz, you brought up the Steelers and Devlin Hodges. How about Devlin Hodges this weekend? He pulled in the big W. Did anybody expect that?
I did.
You did?
I picked him. Gemz.
What are your thoughts
Gemz,
on
how about you, man? Did you? Yeah, you're welcome.
I didn't pick him.
I did.
No.
You know what? I did pick him.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hold on. Wait, anybody out there?
I picked him.
Yeah, you did.
And it's because I went with my heart instead of my brain.
Oh, calling you out.
Right.
But you know what? He looked good out there. He looked fearless. He threw an interception, but you know what? I could tell.
He looked good out there. He looked fearless.
He threw one interception.
Hey, man, he did.
He threw one interception.
He unleashed it a little bit when he came to the sideline. They probably said, "Don't ever do that again."
But fearless in a way that he can get over that one play where he made a mistake and come up to the next play and as if the bad play never happened. That's what I'm talking about, fearless, and that's why I like him.
Hey, look. No, can I go real quick?
Go ahead first. Go ahead.
15 out of 20, 132 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick, right? He did what he needed to do. That's what the plan was going in. Mm-hmm. Don't have him throw the ball down the field. Try not to force anything. Check it down, which he did to Connor several times. Their running game got going. San Diego, I always call them San Diego. Just born and raised. LA.
It's all good.
Defensively,
LA.
not that great. but they jumped out to a good lead for the kid, and he did what they had to do. The running game carried him a little bit. He checked it down a little bit. So, props to him. He did a great job. The O-line blocked for him. He wasn't sacked at all.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They look good. They look good last night. They look like they're going to hopefully look in the future. They need a much needed bye week now.
No, yeah. I mean, I was wrong. I'll admit that I was wrong. But you got to just look at what happened here with the Chargers on why they lost. There was 8 penalties for 74 yards. Look at the time of possession. It was lopsided. Look at the turnovers that they had. Look at the defensive touchdowns that they allowed. So just off of those key takeaways right there, if you're looking out on paper and you're like, man, look at Hodges' stats and look what, the stats with the LA Chargers. There's a reason why Hodges didn't really have to do much. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers defense took over that game last night. So shout out to them, and hopefully they can keep it going. That bye week is a much needed bye week. Because they got some guys banged up.
Yeah,
so hopefully they get healthy.
You just mentioned that Stephen Tuitt, he's out for the year. Mm-hmm. So that's a loss for the Steelers, of course, and that could just add to the injury bug.
This injuries just keep following the Steelers. They can't catch a break.
The thing that I will say about that is Hargrave and those guys that come in for him, and Dan McCullers, they can definitely fill the void right there. So, we'll see where we go from there. But hey, shout out to Ducky Hodges.
Shout out to Ducky Hodges. And how about the Steeler fan base?
Wow.
This game, you if you didn't know what this game was, if you've been living under a rock for some time and you tuned into the game, you could probably say that this game was a
Wow, that was a long clap there, right?
That's because the fans in LA are still cheering
for the Steelers. For the
Go ahead,
Steelers.
Tay. Finish your thought.
Yeah, I mean, how about the fan base? It just looked like a Pittsburgh's home game.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it's a shame. It's a shame that and embarrassing that majority of the stadium was Steeler fans and the Charger fans were
outnumbered.
Well, that's how it is a lot of the times when you go to an away game. Like, for instance, I was in Houston a couple Christmases ago at the Texans game, on Christmas Day, and the majority of the fan base in Houston was Steeler fans. I mean, it's just how they travel, and it's just, they're all over the world. They either travel there or they just got a fan base where people live. Either people moved from Pittsburgh and moved to that city that they're playing in, or people are just Steeler fans because of their tradition. So, and it's just pretty exciting. It's pretty cool, man. I just got real pumped up and fired up when I heard them cheering, "Here we go, Steelers, here we go." And I was like, what? They're in
awesome.
LA.
Yeah, that was great.
So
that was
totally awesome, man. So good job. Shout out Hodges. Bye week coming up for the Steelers fans. Much love. Stadium Seats loves the fans over here. What else do we got on tap?
We're going to jump it into baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, last night Houston was on fire. It was a good game. It was a close game. It was a long game, and I gotta give it up for the Astros fans because they're diehard fans and they cheer from before the first pitch, after the 7th inning when they stopped serving drinks. That stadium was still full at the 11th inning. It finally ended, and it was pretty late. I stayed up. I watched the whole game, hence the reason why I'm tired. But the Astros tied the series last night with a walk-off bomb by Carlos Correa, tying the series 1-1. And they're off today, but they will play on Tuesday in the Bronx. They'll have Garrett Cole on the mound and
ex-Pirate.
Thank you. But this was a crucial game. Having dropped game 1, they had to take game 2. Having 2 losses on the road against the Yankees would have been detrimental, but Correa stepped up and brought home the W.
Yeah, hats off to Correa. him hitting the game-winning hit, the home run. You know, this is how talented the Astros are. I didn't have them winning this game. I don't got them winning the series, but just the talent of watching this team play. Guerrero, he bats seventh in the lineup. You know, and he's so talented. He shouldn't be batting seventh, but the Astros are so deep.
Yeah,
you know, at batting. Like,
you know, when you get into the playoffs, you know, your whole lineup's usually stacked anyway, especially.
And what about Carrera throwing out? Who did he throw out from the Yankees?
I was enjoying the Steelers win. I didn't even care about that game at that point.
Well, anyway, Carrera, he had a very, very good game. But I must say that the reason why they're not going to end up winning this series is this right here. It's because they leave a lot of batters on base. You know, and that's one of the issues with the Houston Astros. As you seen yesterday, Alvarez went 0 for 4. You know, he left 7 men on base. You know, Yuli Guerrero, he 0 for 5. So it's like those are some of the guys that, you know, the Astros lean on, you know, to get hits and bring RBIs in. So it's going to be interesting to see when they go back to New York and the Bronx and see if they could get going. But they're going to need those guys to produce. If they don't produce, they won't win this series.
Yeah, Absolutely the Astros are a team that gain momentum as they go by. So this win, like I said, was crucial for them. And they're the type of team that they feed off of this and they'll run with it. So hopefully they keep it going. I got to point out too, both teams, excellent bullpen for both teams to go 11 innings and have all the necessary pitchers that you have to perform in the playoffs at this level with a tied game. It's just amazing to watch.
And you know what? Let's see how they perform in an outdoor game. You know, they do play in the dome. I know they played outdoor all years, but it's going to be in the low 50s over there in New York tomorrow night. So, you know, that might play a factor. I mean, it should. You know, you're a dome team. You're down here in Houston. It's hot. You know, it's humid, it's muggy. You get your occasional cold front down here, but it sticks around for a day and then pushes off. And then, but, you know, that's going to play a big part. And that crowd up there is ruckus in the Bronx. So it's going to be exciting, if you ask me. So I'm interested to watch that series. I think it's going to go 7 games, like I said.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be an interesting one. And I'm excited to see it. Bring on the next game.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Go Yanks, go Astros, because we're really not biased here, right?
No, not at all.
Because I'm super biased with the Steelers.
That's a lie.
Well, I got to admit, I'm biased with the Astros.
So, hey,
I won't deny it.
Yeah, hold on. Let's be honest here. What are we doing here? Both of you guys just lied to the fans.
It was sarcasm, buddy.
I'm totally biased.
I'm saying we're not biased here, but I am. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh will win the Super Bowl every single year.
Thank you for being truthful.
With Devlin Hodges.
Move along.
Hey, hold on, man. Hit us up, Stadium Seats at podcast@gmail.com. And by saying that,
we're going to jump on into our emails. And this one comes from South Hayes, Pennsylvania. I'm a huge Pitt fan and a graduate from the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville. I have a question about my favorite NFL player, Larry Fitzgerald. I consider him one of the best wide receivers to ever play the game. And unlike some Penn State fans, I really like his dreadlocks and wish he had more tattoos.
All right.
And maybe a piercing or two.
I like it.
But anyways, he is second all-time in the NFL history with 1,332 receptions, trailing Jerry Rice by about 217 receptions, being that he'll be 37 years old next season. Do you think he has a chance to pass Jerry Rice at some point and become the all-time leader in receptions?
What's this guy's name?
This is Eddie Spaghetti from South Hayes, Pennsylvania.
Shout out Eddie Spaghetti. Probably don't want to use his real name, but that's fine. Pittsburgh Titusville, huh? Branch campus of Pitt University. All right, I see.
I have no clue where that is.
Gemz, weigh in on Larry Fitz.
Yeah. I don't think he passes Jerry Rice. And this is the reason why. It's because he's getting up there in age. I mean, he's in great shape, but just the way the Arizona Cardinals are right now, you see how they're playing right now. He's really not the go-to guy there. He's more of I would say the safety. Just a safety guy going out, just moving the sticks. He's not going to have a lot of impact games out there in Arizona with Kyler Murray and running that offense. That's not the typical offense that Larry Fitzgerald really could be implemented and be progressive, and successful in. So I just don't think him breaking Jerry Rice's record. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Larry Fitzgerald. He's a class act. You never hear about him getting in trouble. You always hear that he's just very respectable, he's a top-notch guy. He's box office on the field and on the field. So, and off the field, excuse me. So, shout out to Larry Fitzgerald. I hope he breaks Jerry Rice's record. He deserves it. He works hard. He stayed with one team. But
let me chime in real quick. I won't be long. I'll be brief. This year he's only got 35 catches and he's only got 427 yards. I mean, still probably on pace for about 90, maybe a little less. Steady decline though. Last year he only had 69 total catches. So again, I agree with you. I love Larry Fitzgerald leadership. He's definitely probably leading those young guys over there, especially Kyler Murray. So I definitely think he's doing a good job about that. So just keep doing your thing, Larry. Keep doing it. He ain't gonna break it. Hell to Pitt. Eddie Spaghetti, what's up? Shout out, you're a fan, dude. You're a true fan.
Absolutely.
Hey, we're moving on now from an email.
Salute.
This is from EC Sports. Oh, nice.
Shout out to EC Sports coming out the ATL. Big shout out.
I don't know, but we love them anyway.
Yeah, I'm down. I just want to know what it is. Like East Coast Sports or what?
EC Sports. Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I think it's EC Sports.
All right. ATL.
EC Sports wants ATL. To say
Let's
hi to us. Hey, Frizz, Tay, and Gemz.
Wow, really? Did you have to really embellish that?
Of course I did. It wouldn't be.
Did you have to put the Tay on it?
All right, what's the question here?
The question is Eli Manning a future Hall of Famer?
I'll go. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, go.
I mean, I'm going to answer it. Yeah, he is. He's a future Hall of Famer. He's not playing right now, but
why?
I mean,
right. So go ahead.
I think so. I mean, my opinion.
You went from yes to I think so.
Well, he's not playing right now, but I definitely think he's got the resume for it. He's been in the league just as long as Rivers and
really?
Big Ben. I think he's got the resume. I think he's a Hall of Famer. You don't?
I know he has the 2 Super Bowls. Yes. I know that he beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. I get that. I get it. Okay. He had that great throw and that great catch to, just to defeat the New England Patriots a couple years ago. But Eli Manning.
He's got 56,000 yards in his career.
I get that. But, besides those 2 Super Bowls, just by the record, he's just breaking even. So is that Hall of Fame status? I know he has a lot of yards, he has a lot of touchdowns,
I think he'll
but
get
his
in.
winning
He's a
percentage
4-time
is
Pro
kind of,
Bowler, 2-time Super
Yeah.
Bowl champ. He even won the Walter Payton Award, I think, in 2016. He's a great guy.
Great. He's a great dude,
Hey,
but no one's
he
saying
won
he's
2
not
Super
great.
Bowls.
But besides, and it was a lucky throw back in the Super Bowl against New England Patriots. That was just luck. He just threw it up, and his receiver came down with it, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl. I'm not taking anything against Eli Manning or the New York Giants because I like Strahan and those boys back then. They were a wild card, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl. I get it. I like that, the underdogs, but I just don't think that Eli Manning, comparing him to a Joe Montana, who is a Hall of Famer, a Dan Marino, who is a Hall of Famer, it can go even back to Bradshaw. Like, come
He has more
on, like
yards
these
than
are
Joe
some big
Montana.
time names here, and then you have Eli Manning.
He has just a little
He
under
can
his
have
Dan
more yards
Marino.
than him, but
Dan Marino threw for 61,000. Big Ben, he's 56 right now. He's number 7 right now. I'm just saying, this is just our opinion, and it's all good.
Well,
but I think he is. I think definitely, if you qualify top 10 on the all-time passing list, in my eyes, you're a Hall of Famer. You won 2 Super Bowls. You're a 4-time champ or a 4-time Pro Bowl player. You're decent. You're decent enough to make the Hall of Fame. I don't think it'll be as soon as he retires, like first ballot or anything, but he's going to get in. It's all good.
Yeah, well, hopefully he does. I just don't think he is.
EC Sports got anything else?
Yes. So we have another email. This one, interesting. And I like that this is coming up. The Washington Mystics won the first NBA title.
WNBA.
Yeah. How could the WNBA, what can they do to gain more popularity? EC Sports.
Well, shout out to
the WNBA.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. The WNBA. We need to talk about
women.
WNBA more. I like
women who run the world.
Jeez, God. Hold on, Gemz. Hold on. Okay. Got her.
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah. She was not in tune in that.
Okay, wait. What do we got?
I'm just gonna come out and say that the WNBA is a fairly new organization when we talk about sports and the whole spectrum of sports. WNBA began in 1997. If you think about it, they haven't been around for far too long when you put it in perspective. What they need, in my opinion, they need more buy-in. They need more buy-in from everybody as a whole, from the media. They need more buy-in from the fans. They need more buy-in from social media. I mean, nowadays, that's what's going to make your product grow, your product and your business. Social media and these businesses, they need endorsements. I mean, you don't see a lot of female athletes, not just the WNBA, but just women athletes, period. You don't see a lot of them being endorsed. You have the Serena Williams, Venus Williams. Now you have Simone Biles. She's excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Simone Biles.
Right. And shout out to her, too.
You only hear about them when they break a record, when they go above and beyond and excel over the male athletes. And that shouldn't be that way. But we need buy-in from everybody, not just the organization. We need buy-in from the media. I do feel that they don't get the same coverage as the male athletes do. Again, that's due to business, popularity, endorsements, selling products. It's a whole business altogether. The media, the business, the social media, the fans, they all collaborate together.
I 100% agree with you. So the faces of the WNBA, let me just name some players here. You got Diana Taurasi, she's box office. She's great. Legend. Maya Moore, Sue Bird, Brittany Griner, Candace Parker, and the league. I think she was the league MVP this year. Elena Della Dawn from the Washington Mystics there. So basically, when you see these faces in the WNBA, what's the first thing that they want these faces to do? Just to draw people. I'm just not talking about, just in the United States, but internationally. Basketball is an international sport. It's a world sport. Everybody's playing a game of basketball, male, female, it doesn't matter. So basically, when you have those young girls looking at this sport, you want them to think, you know what? Hey, I can do that. So the more draw-in that they have, the more buy-in that they have from just people across the nation, across the world, then I think the WNBA will grow year after year. But I do agree with you, Tay, about, endorsement deals and I 100 believe that, some of the faces of the WNBA can draw a lot of people to buy their shoe. Endorsement deals. They came out with a shoe, or they got clothing lines or, stuff that they're selling, stuff that they're involved with, businesses. They could draw a lot of business up. I do believe that we're going to see a lot more females in those type of positions, just like the LeBron James of the world, the Kobe Bryants of the world, the Kevin Durant's, etc. You're going to see a lot more and more women stepping in those platforms. But it's going to take some time, but it's coming.
It's fairly new in the sports platform. So I think we're getting there. Definitely the WNBA and the female sport arena has grown within the past 2 years. So we're slowly but surely getting there.
Shout out to the WNBA.
And all the female athletes.
Thank you for your question. You're always giving us love down there, EC Sports. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. And then just a quick update on our big winner.
Yeah, ATL.
Okay, David.
Update for David.
David Ramirez.
He's emailed us, and David says that he will be tailgating at the Texans game. What is it, the Raiders?
Yeah, Texans Oakland versus Texans.
And he is anxiously awaiting his big winner T-shirt, and he's going to rock it like our number one fan to the tailgate. Shout out to David. David, please post pictures on our Twitter. Email us pictures. Awesome. We'll definitely put you up. We would post pictures of the T-shirt, but I think the surprise element.
Working hard today in the warehouse. T-shirt has been made.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, it's one-time wear.
Yeah, don't wash it because a marker might ruin the rest of your clothes.
We do it over here at Stadium Seats. David, you're a true fan, dude. We love it. Hope you like your shirt. Thank you for rocking it. We can't wait to get those pics.
And speaking of David, I know he's from Texas and he's a true Texas sports fan. How about those Texans?
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, how about them Texans?
I know, right? That's a big game. Big game. And I think I picked them.
I did it.
And if I didn't, I want to change my pick.
That's all good. I still won last week or this week. Too. I crushed it, by the way, because I'm the man. You're welcome. Hey, real quick, let me break down some NHL quick hits real quick for the NHL listeners out there. Hurricanes Martinook, big winger out there. He's out 6 to 8 weeks with a core muscle injury. So he's having surgery on a core muscle in the abdomen area.
Is that like in his abs? Because I have no core.
Yeah, it just said core muscle injury. He's a big gunner for the Hurricanes. And right now, Hurricanes are undefeated. They're hot over there in the East. Okay, Buffalo and Carolina are the hottest teams in the East. And Colorado and Edmonton are controlling the West right now. And then also, real quick, NHL quick hits. We're only 6, 7, 8 games in. Some teams got 6 games. Some teams got 8. But, it's a long season. The Kings, I found this interesting. The Kings out there in LA covered Taylor Swift's banner at their arena because they said there was a curse on it.
What?
Yeah. So It's pretty wild. I just had to bring it out. NHL, NHL quick hits, news. And me always bringing the wild stuff to the show. So there's a banner hanging up that's Taylor Swift. Okay.
Yeah.
In the rafters, it says like Taylor Swift, most sold out shows like at that arena, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they covered it like during their games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they didn't take it down. They're just like covering it. So like, I guess it's giving them bad luck or something.
So they haven't won, is what you're saying?
No, they won the other night, but
the poster was covered. The banner was covered.
It was just on the NHL news today. So I just thought I'd, shout it out there.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
I know, me too.
Shout out to Taylor Swift. I'm a fan, so if there's any tickets out there.
What's your favorite song? What song do you like of hers?
Oh, here we go. I don't even know.
Give me my 2 minutes. Give me my 2 minutes.
Let me hear this.
Okay.
You go first. You go first.
But there's this one that was like in the spotlight. It played on the radio like every 5 minutes not too long ago. I went blank. You go while I think. What is that one? What did it say?
Okay. I'm gonna say.
I can't believe this came into a topic. I was just mentioning about the banner being covered up.
I like the song "Should Have Said No." I like that song. But you know what though?
I don't like that one.
"Shake It Off" is one of the best songs she came up with, right? Shake it off, right? I mean, that's.
I like that, Gemz.
That's what Gemz do.
I like style. I like style. Yeah, and 22.
You know which one I like from Taylor Swift?
22 is usually defined as
22.
Firearm, pistol, or rifle. That is the same. Being 2 more than 20.
Whoa.
Yeah, give Taylor some love.
Don't be a hater, Frizz. Expand your horizon. Music is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful sound. So don't hate.
Hey.
Don't hate on Taylor. Taylor, you're a legend.
Yeah. Don't
come on stadium
that guy's thing that cut her off the stage in those award show?
Kanye?
Don't be Kanye.
Yeah, that was him.
Kanye.
Stadium seats. Don't hate on anybody except we just dislike people sometimes. Okay. Hey, new NCAA football rankings are out today.
Whoa.
We got Bama at number 1. Okay, I said they were going to win. We all did, I think. LSU, the new number 2. All right, Clemson, rounding out Ohio State, the Ohio State University, and the Oklahoma Sooners, who whooped on Tay-Tay's Texas Longhorns this week.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but most of our predictions in college, Gemz, me and you, were right. I mean, I think we all agreed on a lot of the big games this week.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited about this weekend. White out night.
Yeah, but I was definitely right about the LSU game. You got to give it.
So
I know. You got to give it to me on that one because
I picked Florida.
Now you might start believing in that QB a little bit more.
That was a good game. Yeah. I'm starting to become a believer.
Another quick update right now. If you can't believe it, the lines are all over the Packers 10-0 already.
I picked the
Lions. Yeah.
I know.
So that's how crazy
and
the
they're
NFL
driving
is.
right now.
I mean,
they're driving.
Green Bay's a good team, but so are the Lions. They only have one loss, right? No, they can get after it.
Do not sleep on the Lions.
Yeah, I know you.
And I picked the Lions too, just to let you know.
And just a real quick playoff baseball update.
Yeah.
And
how the Nationals?
2-0 up on the Cards. Really? Nationals are up on the Cards, so this series might be done.
Oh
real quick. Yeah, that game's 2-0, bottom of the third.
Nationals.
Already.
I mean, their pitching is tremendous.
I think the Nationals are going to sweep the Cardinals because the Cardinals are in the Central, and the Central is the poopiest division of all Major League Baseball because the Pittsburgh Pirates are in that division.
We don't say that word on we don't say that word on stadium seats.
Yeah.
Poop. Yeah.
Why?
Don't say poop on
Least popular.
the podcast.
Why
Frizz,
don't we say
thank
that?
you.
I don't
Excuse
know.
yourself, okay?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Give
they're gonna get
gestures?
swept.
Because there's one.
They're gonna get swept. I think the Cardinals coming into the game, the Cardinals only had like 3 to 4 hits so far.
Yeah, they're
in the
bad.
series.
They're
Oh man. Oh man. And I had the Nationals too. I got the
Yeah,
Nationals
I
and
have
the
the
Yankees.
Astros. So the
let's go
Astros
Yanks.
are definitely gonna kick some butt.
You got any other quick hitters there, T?
Whoa.
You know what? A quick note here. So Correa's last night, Correa's walk-off home run, it was very reminiscent of the walk-off double against the Yankees in 2017 ALCS. So I have to say that had me rooting for the Yankees. I'm like, yeah. I know this.
No, that's awesome. That's all. No, like again, Astros, they're great.
Yes. So why are you
They're a
picking
great
the
team.
Yankees?
They should beat the Yankees, right? They should,
That's true.
because
That's
not every great team
Real
wins all the
quick.
time. You know? Yeah. So.
Mm,
And
Real
I'm
quick, touching up on
East Coast,
baseball.
so
Baseball, it's
Yanks.
the beginning of the season, not a lot going on, but I know there was a lot of speculation on Anthony Davis with the Lakers. His MRI on his thumb did come back clear. It's not broken, so good news for all you Lakers fans out there. He will recover quickly. It's nothing major.
Good for him.
Nice.
Good for him. Hey, also, breaking news. Cam Newton's ready to
Nice.
rock and roll here for next week. Let's see what happens in Carolina country.
What is he wearing?
I don't know what he's wearing. That's a good question. But no, they're going to make a decision because he's coming back and he's ready to practice. So that's just came out from Adam Schefter. So just to let you know about that, that's kind of interesting because there were rumors, right, Gemz, that they were going to keep him or bench him and keep Kyle Allen the hot hand in there. So.
Yeah, we'll see. Man, I tell you what, man, Allen, he's doing a great job. So that's a tough decision. They're winning.
Remember, hit us up, Stadium Seats Podcast
we'll
at gmail.com. Email us your questions and stuff like that. Tweet us at Seat Stadium. Finally got our first message today on Stadium Seats for Twitter.
Yay, another big first for us.
It's actually at Dodgers_star. Okay. And it's a shirt company. So I told him I'd shut them out. Okay.
We move away from our Sharpie t-shirts.
Yeah, they're out there in LA. They're following us, Dodgers_star.
Yeah.
I told them I'd shout them out. They just said, thanks for the follow. I told them, you know what? No doubt. I appreciate the follow back. We'll shout you out on your show. You can go there and they got some Dodgers shirts on there for sale. So kind of plugging them real quick, giving them a quick shout out for following us. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then also, big news, we're up to 14 followers now on Twitter.
Hey, just think about it. We were at 7 and we doubled it in less than 4 days?
Yeah, we're growing. We're growing. At BHEP31, at Ubnuts. Okay. At DK Pittsburgh Sports. Okay, that's kind of big time right there. All right. At Senor Slates, he's in the mix. And at Frank the Tank 25, he's even there. So we also got I Love Dodger 1.
Nice.
I Love Dodger 1. So we're getting some Dodger fan love.
Yeah. Love to the Dodger fan base.
So
yeah, okay.
No doubt. Stadium Seats.
LA
if anybody else ain't got
go.
nothing to add, we're about to launch on out of here. Hit us up, Stadium Seats Podcast.
Shake it off.
At gmail.com. At Seat Stadium. Get at us on the next show, y'all. We're out.
Bye.
Gemz, Tay, we're out.
Yeah,
It's Stadium Seats, so what can I say? It's the end of the show with Gemz, Frizz, and Tay. So tune in the next week, you know we bringing the heat. And subscribe to the page, that mean we hot in the street. At Seat Stadium, the Twitter be that Tay. With the topics, he's bringing the facts. See the style so great and the swag so bomb. Stadium Seat Podcast at gmail.com. Love.